I just say something? I don't know who this guy is. I heard President Obama in Stockholm today say some things that I was just absolutely shocked. I'm driving and I listened and I stopped and wrote them down. What do you mean you didn't draw the red line? You absolutely did draw the red line. We've always had the international community's red line, but you're the one who brought America into it by saying we will act if you do what you say you're going. What we worry about you doing, and they did. President Obama, you brought America into the red line discussion. That's why people are talking on the Senate floor. I have to do this.
Okay.
What is that? Is that ketchup?
We should be very selective on how and when we shed blood, ours or theirs. American patriots shed blood to protect our families, our country, our way of life, but there's no reason to shed blood, ours or theirs, for a civil war between two radical Muslim groups who, frankly, hate us. So we should be very, very careful before we shed any more blood, ours or theirs. This is not our war, people.
Where did you get
We need to stay out of the Middle East.
Eric.
Where did you get that stuff from?
It's ketchup.
It's ketchup.
You get it from
Don't try
John
and eat
Kerry?
it off his hand.
It's at the Code Pink store.
Look, if somebody would have, at some point, would have brought up the fact that we were signatory to a treaty, and that treaty compels us to take action, something like this.
Well, somebody could make the argument that we actually already have blood on our hands by not acting up to now. That if the red line was just on chemical weapons, I mean, what have we done to 120,000 people died up until then? But also, I go back to 6 months ago when the inspectors first went in. That's when they think that they first used chemical weapons against their own people. And there wasn't the groundwork laid in the Congress. That's why they're having to do this. It did just pass. The resolution did just pass in the committee 10-7. So it's on its way to the Senate.
Why is it our blood? Why is it our turn? Why is it always us that has to go in and shed the blood, their blood, our blood, whose ever blood? We spend the money.
I think it's the burden we have to bear for being the leader of the free world. If we want to keep that position.
We're also the only ones.
Maybe it's time to say, you know what? Let China step up. They're outproducing us in everything.
I'm not comfortable living in a world
will China step up and care about other people?
China would veto any resolution in the UN Security Council. By the way, can somebody bring Eric some napkins so he can get the stuff out of his
You know what? I think the issue here
is that Carl's Jr. moment.
Is whether or not we actually have the authority to do anything anymore, given the fact that Obama has made it clear that we were no longer exceptional, and we were no longer the authority or the policeman to do that. In fact, it was distasteful to flex muscles. How can you flex your muscles when you hate the idea of it? We've been wrong on three major foreign policy issues. On Iran during the Green Movement, we let that die. Egypt, we supported the Muslim Brotherhood. Libya, we blame Benghazi on a video. The only security issue that Obama has been really good at is that he wears a helmet when he rides a bike. But other than that, it's hard to trust them on these things. Can't we just let them war each other out? You know, take away the penalties and the flags. The game doesn't last as long. It doesn't, let it end on its own. We jump in, we turn that game into a doubleheader.
How in the world can we possibly? First of all, the answer to your question is why is it us? We're the only ones with the capability to take out their capability to deliver.
Please, Bob, please, you said that yesterday, and people.
It's true.
Go, but that is the most asinine comment. You're a great guy and a smart guy, but that is an asinine comment.
Why do you say that?
Israel could do it. There are a lot of countries that can do it. Germany can do it.
No, Germany can't do it.
There are countries
Germany does not have the capability to do it.
To deliver 200 Tomahawk missiles,
isn't going to do
they can do it overnight.
It's also against our Constitution.
Come on,
yeah, and she also said no to that.
Okay, so you know what? It's against our Constitution, too. Congress has to declare war. President Obama said we're going to go in with 200 Tomahawk missiles is a joke. That's war.
First of all, you don't know it's 200 Tomahawk missiles. Secondly, Germany cannot, by its own constitution, go to war. France is with us, and they can.
All right.
And they'd be willing to launch.
France is not with us yet.
Let's take a